Thank you so much for attending my presentation about unsung heroes, the regional rodents, and first let's talk about what they are. Despite their name, a majority of these guys aren't rodents. Instead, they're defined by their appearance in super early routes, normal typing, and single evolution. Many of these are flat out awful because they're balanced by low stats, hating competitive Pokemon set level system. Watchog has horrible numbers, having to run a slow attacking set to take advantage of analytic. Gumshoes actually has a decent 110 attack, but with only 45 speed and awful bulk, it struggles to get its moves off. Greedent's only niche is clicking belly drum with cheek pouch bolstered recovery, but it's way too slow to win games. Finally, Oink Alone, who's so unusable in every single way that it's completely awful in the lowest format, ZU. These next three are all so agonizingly close to being good. Raticate is pretty quick, and while 81 attack looks bad, it can buff that with Easies and Guts. When given a Flame Orb, its damage output gains a huge boost, helped further by Sword Stance. Stab Facade is the icing on the cake, is what I would say if Raticate had anything else. Its best tier is ADV-NU, where the rat can threaten stuff like Plusle and Haunter. For its move pool is kinda fucked up, carrying Strong Stab, coverage of Shadow Ball and Brick Break, pivoting with U-Turn and Trick. But dude, these stats are fucking unworkable. 85, 64, 55 bulk is horrific, especially on a type with no resistances. It never saw success. Fan favorite Bibarel has three legitimately obscene abilities, the stat doubling Simple, defensive powerhouse unaware, and literally banned Moody. Sadly, with numbers likely equivalent to an actual real-life beaver, it struggles to do things even in lower tiers. Thankfully, it wouldn't stoop as low as its brothers, retaining some use in ZU. Linoon is pretty similar to the last group, having one good tool, but that's actually enough to propel it to a modicum of success. It's the only Pokemon to ever be released with belly drum and extreme speed, even carrying a stab boost on the latter. This alone lets it defy its mere 70 attack and threaten tons of good pokes after the move goes off. Linoon is, and I'm going to say this carefully, usable in Gen 3 OU. Good is an overstatement. Viable is probably too much as well, but if you're looking for a gimmick to run, this isn't the worst thing around. It would slowly fall off afterwards, the low point of PUBL in Gen 6, but actually managed to rise back up. Somehow, inexplicably, it came back from the dead and was a C-rank Pokemon in Gen 7 UU. That'd be followed up with the less flashy RU C-rank placing, but Linoon had already exceeded expectations. Diggersby, the sole regional rodent to rise above underused even if it was only the ban list. Diggersby actually is the worst stats of anyone we've talked about today, but with its ability to huge power, that doesn't matter. It became one of the deadliest wall breakers and overused, rocking a fantastic stab combo over Turn and Earthquake with quick attack priority to boot. Bandit and Scarf sets were scary enough, but you always had to watch out for the possible Sword Stance on a switch. With almost nothing in the game wanting to switch into the Rabbit's wide coverage of Knockoff, Wild Charge, Fire Punch, and U-Turn, it could dominate games. It's viable, but not amazing in Gen 6 and 7 OU, but its real time on the spotlight would come later. Gen 8 underused would see Diggersby fight for a top 10 spot and ultimately succeed as arguably the best ground type in the tier with nothing matching its raw power. In conclusion, while the regional rodents get a bad reputation, they're much better than people give them credit for. Sure, some like Watchog and Greedent are horrible, but considering just how much is stacked against them, they've done really well. Thank you so much for watching.